Sorry about that. Good morning, everybody. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I was like, oh, I'm ready to go, choo, and then I was not at all ready. So, I hope everyone is having a good day. Let's see if I have anybody with me. I do. Hello, Miranda. And whoever else is looking in the background. Hello. So hi, Pauline. I'm not doing a traditional, like, I don't have everything planned, but I have an idea. I have a topic. I have a theme that I'm wanting to talk about. My granddaughter called me right before I went live. So, I had to talk to her for a minute. Oh, did my daughter send me a picture? Because she was supposed to. Yes, she did indeed. Oh, she sent me a bunch so I could share. Um, oh my goodness, she was so cute. My daughter, she just grew into an outfit and it's adorable. So now I have to go email those to myself so I can share them with all of you. Send. All right, hold on. It's worth it. I promise. It's just going to take me a minute to get there because I'm waiting for these pics to get here. Oh my God. She's so stinking cute. Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, back to you guys. Hopefully, I didn't lose anybody. Good morning. Good morning. Media assets, add more. You guys, this outfit is so dang cute. Add file. It will only let me open one at a time. More. Okay. There's the first one. Got a little cowgirl outfit. And then it came with this little bow. And like, I cannot think of what those are called, like the little head wrap situation. I just can't, I just don't know what it's called. But so, of course, we had to sit there and sing Shania Twain and help her dance with us because our family likes a good old fashioned dance party. Just saying. So, hello, Pauline. Hello, Michelle and Rosanna, Miranda. Michelle, I think I said you. If not, thank you. Yeah, I know. I know I'm a little stuck on baby, but how can I not be? Like, that's my grandbaby. And I love her. She was very talkative yesterday. We had like a 20-minute conversations about very important things, important matters and things to the both of us. And her mom was just sitting there laughing, but she's very talkative. And then they have these new, do you remember the biter biscuits that are like shaped like a finger basically, and they were brown, and that's what you gave babies? Now they have like these big, like oblong things, and they melt in their mouth better than those little biter biscuits. But yeah, and they don't make near the mess. Yeah, she likes those. And she still, for those of you who know, you got the video of her eating for the first time, and she just started laughing. She loved the food so much that she just started laughing. So of course she's eating them and she's talking to me and telling me all about it. Promptly gives her big brother, aka Loki the dog, a piece and then looks at her mom with her eyes wide open, like, "Did you see me?" And she goes, "I saw you." And the baby started laughing. It was adorable. So what we're going to work on today, guys, is I don't know if I'm the only one who does this. I don't know. I know that I'm not the only one who does this, but you see a new bead on a bead sale, a live bead sale, or yeah, mostly on a live bead sale, and you buy a whole bunch of them because you like them, and then you get them home and they're here, and you make like the initial project that sparked your imagination when you first saw them. Then you're left over with a whole bunch of the same bead and have no idea what to do with them. That's what this is all about. We're gonna do a bracelet bash. I'm not sure if Dawn is here. She kind of asked for this. I'm still going to do the breast cancer awareness bracelet bash, but this time I'm just going to focus on using this bead, but hopefully they will help inspire you. I know, right, Michelle, that it was a bath situation every time, and my kids would still come out with the odd like thing in their little fat rolls under their chin chin. So yeah, and you have to give it to them without clothes on or the outfit was stained. So that's most baby food though. Anyways, okay, let's go down to the mat and I will show you said beads. So these are them. I love this color. I don't just have this bead in this. I have it in like 3 different size rounds. I have it, I think I have another like shape bead like this. I love this color. It's one of my favorites. Why did my camera get messed up? Okay, there. It's one of my favorite colors. This and the deep, dark Montana blue ones. Rosanna, I know that you also love those. We've had the conversation. But those are ones we had. I was hoping these little daisy spacers would work, but I just don't like the colors next to each other for some reason. I know they're both blues, but yeah, no. And then I picked out various different beads and spacers that we can play with and beads that we can add to this. So, first up is going to be a pearl bracelet because your girl loves her pearls. Where are my little beads? There it is. And my measuring thing. Let's make sure this is going to be long enough and that I didn't cut it. No, it should be fine. So, first up, we're going to start simple. We'll put the clasp on this side. We're going to put one of the diamond beads on. And then we're just going to do a little spacer bead, itty bitty. Then we're going to put the 5 petal bead on. And brown and blue is one of my all-time favorite. I love a good color with a brown. I think that it's beautiful that you can take one that like the brown. A lot of people don't like brown, but it goes with pink, it goes with blue, it goes with coral, it goes with so many things. So if you haven't given it a shot recently, you really should because they're beautiful together. Brown and pink, brown and purple, brown and and I prefer the like dusty colors, I guess. Like the dusty pinks and blues, the shabby chic, if you will, rather than that other word that Randy educated me on, so now I don't like using anymore. So I try not to say that 4-letter word. But shabby chic, modern farmhouse, whatever. All of those are a better descriptor word. Why will this not pick up a darn bead? Oh, and then it picks up a bead and then it falls off right at the end. Come on, goodness gracious, little bead. And this one, I haven't planned on a focal, but that doesn't mean that I can't still add one. Oh, oops. I don't have my recording mode on. There we go. Okay. So pretty. Now I'm gonna sit here and see if I can think of what I could do. I don't always think that bracelets need a focal. Sometimes they can just sit there, but especially if someone is if you've like done a similar thing to this, because maybe the focal won't go with the other beads. And I love good stacker bracelets. I love double and triple strand bracelets as well, but maybe I'm just not good at them because it never seems to fail that I go to grab one that I've made to wear and then I'm like, no, this part of this one strand doesn't go with my outfit. So then I don't wear one. But I found doing this, having 2 or 3 separate bracelets that I can stack on my wrist together, I prefer more. Ugh. And because these are the diamonds, obviously you're going to have to take that into account when you go to crimp it off. You don't want to make it too tight or the diamonds won't sit correctly. So you want to give 1 millimeter or 2 more space than you typically would for that exact reason. Okay. It would have been a good idea to make sure I had my bracelet mandrel right here when I started. Which, Dorothy, if you're here, thank you for kind of plugging my bracelet mandrels. And you do the same thing all the time. All of you who are content creators and receive them from me, give credit, and I appreciate that very much. Let's see here. All right, let me see where, yeah, I don't see it right here, so I'll just grab one off the cabinet because that's quicker. Oh, sorry. If you hate that noise as much as I do, I apologize. Oh, you guys, it was meant to be. I needed to stand up because I just found some matte black seed beads, and how gorgeous would those be with the really shiny blue texture. Okay, let's see where I am. Oh no, I need to do at least one more pass, and then I will do the crimping, but I need to leave myself room, so I might just have to go with a thicker. How much did I? Yeah, I didn't crimp off much of anything on that side. Okay, so we will use a wider or like a toggle or something that will take up more room for this bead. And then grab my crimps real quick. Put it back in its place, Heather, so it's there when you need it again. And I'm just going to crimp off this end, leaving a loop, and I will add my clasp using jump rings, or my little extender thing that I like to do. I picked up all of my tools. That's why I have to keep leaning over. But it's good. I need to get in that habit. I have a whole bunch of little jars all over my bead mat right now that will get put away as soon as I'm done with this video. And I'm sorry to those who may had hoped to see me show how I did it. Come on, go in there. Thank you. I was going too fast. I forget sometimes because I know who's on live with me. And so then I'm like, oh, they know how to do it. See, how pretty is that going to be? You can wear it with some blue jeans to like elevate a date night look. You could wear this with a beautiful like sweater dress. Yes, and this would be a really pretty necklace too. A really pretty necklace. We'll see how many I have left at the end of the hour. And if there's enough, I might just have to do that. Okay, so we're going to put our crimp back on. We're going to go through back to the crimp to make a loop. Scooch the loop down, but like I said, you're going to want to make sure that you leave more space than you might typically, just because of the shape of the beads. Otherwise, it won't lay right on your wrist. And I just did it again without teaching. Good thing this is a bracelet bash. Where are those little people who sit on your corners and make fun of you when you do things wrong? Tempt you to do bad things, tell you not to do bad things, you know. Oh, so pretty. Okay, clasp. What am I gonna use? Let's see here. A good old-fashioned lobster claw, lobster claw is always fun, but it doesn't have to be the only one that I use. I just tend to use it more because I like the way that it looks. Ooh, I found some little pretties. I think it's not what I'm supposed to be looking for, but you know. Oh, where? Well, here's a pretty one. Here's a pretty one. This is platinum plated brass figural flower toggle. I don't know what that figural means. Look, that'll go really pretty with it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Put away all the tools up there. Oh, also, Rosanna, thank you for giving me a good argument as to why I have multiple of the same tool. Because I want to get another pair of these wide nose pliers from Randy. I have found them to be more useful lately. I might need to add some extra jump rings here. Let's see. I better hold your pliers, right? We'll see. I might need it just to add some articulation. This is a frustration of mine. If you're going to give us one jump ring, give us the other one too. Am I right? That is such a pet peeve of mine, is that you'll get a toggle set and it will have the one jump ring you need for one side instead of giving you both. It frustrates the hell out of me every single time. Because I'm always like, what are you doing? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh, you guys are okay. Beth, Barbara, that's all right. We have stuff come up. I'm trying to push through. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. Right at 7. So pretty. Love that. Oh, exactly, Barbara or Rosanna. Ooh, now I can justify 3 of them. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go. Or 1 down, I don't know how many more to go. All right, I have these beautiful AA grade aquamarine faceted cube beads, and they're just a shade like off from these. They're like just darker. So I'm going to do a little tone on tone, but before we do that, I need to get some of this Beading because I'm going to make a little focal for the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a loop of yarn or of string. Yes, I know, guys. I ate like 4 tangerines this morning, so I have like orange stuff in between my underneath my nails, even though I washed them and scrubbed them. But the tangerines were worth it. Okay. And then we're just going to go back and forth between the cubes and the little silver, or do I want daisy spacers instead? Let's see what that looks like. 1, maybe 2 in between each cube. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh my goodness, come on. Yes, I like to. The only thing is without the bead, it's not gonna be, I'm going to have to use the bead, guys, just for the sake of, sorry, I have to get myself some elbow room. There's way too much stuff on, and I don't think I cut that long enough, but it's all right because I will use it for a pair of earrings later. I forgot that I need to keep those little beads that way where I crimp the circle for the middle, it looks like one of the beads. So we're gonna still do the 2 daisy spacers. We're gonna put a little silver bead on in between. I hope that made sense. I'm sure it made sense. I'm like replaying what I just said in my head to make sure that what I said made sense. The little beads will also help with articulation, so you don't have a wire gap showing between your beads when you make the final circle. So if you don't have a focal bead, you guys, or you don't know what to use for a focal, this is a great little thing. I'm just going to make a circle for the center to sit on top of the wrist, and then I will connect either side of the bracelet over the top of the probably where one of the silver beads is. In fact, do I still have them right here? In fact, I'm going to put 2 beads on so that they go across from each other. So that there is a spot where you can clasp on to both sides. I hope that made sense too. Every other time it's on the circle, it'll just be 1. But on either side, I need to leave a little, or do I like that better? Let me put a cube on. I might like that better, and then it will look even more natural. Because the whole circle will be done like that. Huh. No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put any daisy spacers along with the double. Yes, I just did that and then flicked that across the room. Hold on. Okay. Clip the side, Heather. Pick up a blue. And we're going to do 2 beads. And another blue. Then we're going to go back to the regular pattern and we'll do the same thing on the other side of the circle. But this helps you make a focal from things in your stash, because sometimes when you go looking for that one just went flying. Do we see now why Heather does not see bead? It is because I flick beads everywhere when my hand spasms. Wah, 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 wah. It's okay though. Anyways, what I was saying is that oftentimes if they are the focals, you have to buy several, and then you're right back at the same time. You're right back in the same spot where you have a lot of one item that you're not sure what to do with, or you drastically overpay because it's only a single item. So it drives me crazy. I'm sure that's not just me that it drives crazy. I really hope I left myself enough room. I think that'll be pretty in and of itself right there. And then the crimp will be the other 2, like where the other space is, that's where the crimp bead will be. So let's get the crimp bead on going in one direction. Then we'll unclip the other. And we'll put that end across, and then we're just going to pull that tight like that. Then you're going to grab your magical crimpers. Make sure you have enough room to keep the crimp centered without hurting either of your beads. And then I'm pulling the one end that seems to be staying, and I'm going to crimp once. And then I'm going to turn. Get that centered, crimp again, crimp, and I crimp until there's not any give left. And even though this is going to look different or whatever, once you put the side of your bead on or either side of your bracelet on, it's going to look, all of the not the same stuff won't be noticeable because it'll be covered up by the beading wire and the crimp that you use to attach both sides. So you'll attach here and here. So no, Rosanna didn't give me a hard time. She had my back because she gave me an excuse for buying multiple of the same tool. That's all. Because I do get that from my kids and my husband. Don't you already have that? Yes, I do. But I need more than one. All right. So next bracelet up, again, going to be, oh, 6 will be enough because I'm going to be adding from either side. So if I cut 2 pieces of beading wire for either side at about 6 inches, that will give me room for both crimps without having to worry that I overspaced it. I could also do it like that and then string a bead up and push it into place. Is this how I should join? And then just double strand the rest of the bracelet? No, I think I'm going to crimp it. Aw, oh, hi, Stacey. Thank you. Yes, I'm obsessed with this color. I have it in a bunch. But I was explaining that, we see a new bead shape or color and we buy a bunch of them. We do the initial project that the beads inspired, and then they're just part of our stash sitting there. So I'm just trying to show that a way to use it, the same bead in multiple bracelets, whatever. But I'm going to be saving some of them to make a necklace to go with this bracelet because I'm like obsessed. I really like this a lot. The brown with the chocolate or the blue with the chocolate pearls. Oh, chef's kiss, as they say. Okay, we're going to put a crimp on. Do we want to attach this before we completely figure out the design? I know I'm gonna do this. Oh, you guys, look at me. Oh, love it. Okay. And then we'll just do the little silver and the spacers like we did here, but in between the 2 daisy spacers, we'll put one of the cubes. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay, so yes, now we do want to crimp onto the bracelet now that I know. I say we as if you're all doing this with me, but At least I'm not talking to myself with nobody there. Though your girl's not gonna lie, she does that too. I don't want them to get too far. I have a very mangled crimp here. I don't think squishing it is gonna fix it. I think I mangled it way too bad. Yep. Don't know why. But I do know that I'm not gonna need all of this, so I'm still at 6 inches, so I should be okay crimping this on. I did my second squish and I didn't have it where it should have been. And so it just got mangled. And no matter how hard I tried to fix it, it did not want to cooperate. So, okay, you belong on in the middle of those, sir. Okay. Center the crimp. Done. Are you kidding me right now? There obviously wasn't enough meat in that ravioli because it said nope and slid right off. So we will add a little extra, put it back where it goes. There we go. I'm trying to muscle memory, putting stuff back where it goes before, instead of just putting on my mat and looking everywhere to just find that it's not there. All right. Now, you, sir. Much better. So I'm just going to slide a diamond down. I'm going to put that little bit of extra, the little tail. I just went ahead and went through that. We need some more of our itty bitty teeny tiny things, not to be confused with crimps. So I have seen that done. So we're going to do a little ball spacer, a daisy spacer, a cube, or does it need two? Does it need two daisy spacers, guys? Because that's what I did. I'm gonna see how it looks real quick. So at least we're making an educated decision. That's the word you were looking for, Heather. Okay, single or double, guys? It is Beadalon that my lovely husband bought me when Joanne was going out of business. And then I got more in my Beadalon mystery boxes. So I'm just trying to go through it the way that I can, knowing that there's going to be times why I do it. I do that too, Barbara. Yeah. I do that too. Double. Okay, thank you. I agree. But sometimes just hearing somebody else say, yup, that's all I need. And I know this is a very monochromatic piece. But I'm okay with that because all of the pieces are beautiful. So you have the really pretty dark aquamarine, though even a light aquamarine bead would be pretty. You could do either, in my opinion, and they would look nice. If you did the lighter, it would have more of a differentiation between the beads, but I also am liking just that the aquamarine is just like that much darker. So it's not getting like swallowed up or whatever. And then I will clip this side off after this next pass. Oops, you forgot your aquamarine, Heather. I will clip this off. We will go and do the same thing on the other side of the bracelet. Measure it, make sure that we're at a good measurement. As always, guys, all of the projects that I make, unless I specifically say otherwise, are for sale. Okay, I'm going to clip this off right here. I'm going to get my other piece of beading wire, another crimp. This is not the other piece. This is the other piece. Put the crimp on. I'm going to make sure that I go. You guys don't. This needs like one more squish. Just don't break anything, Heather. It was still more cube-like than round bead-like, so that's why. And I know I put a crimp on here, so where did I just... Okay. Put the little bead into the center of your pliers so it's in that concavity and squish. Turn and squish again. I keep telling myself that I'm going to put extra stringing wire in it so it doesn't take as long to crimp, and then I forget. There we go. Okay, starting with the diamond. Check glass. Make sure that it gets down over the extra little beading wire and does not just push it up. And then we need a couple more of these. And these itty bitty beads are, oops, yes, that's what you were supposed to do. I got confused for a moment. Are either sterling, like the little beads are sterling silver, and then the Daisy spaces are silver plated. The crimps came from Beading, and then depending upon which clasp I use, I try to keep things valued. Like I order my daisy spacers by the thousands so that I can get a better deal and still have silver plated. So I still haven't found my really dark brown itty bitty 3mm daisy spacers. They're in a bottle all by themselves, and I still have not been able to locate those. And I'm very sad about it because Bernie can't remember where he got them. And we bought them all out as soon as we saw them. Amy and I. As soon as we saw them, we knew that we were going to want them all. So we did, and then he doesn't remember. So, which is crazy because at the time he was like, oh, I can get this again in any color. Da, 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 da. Might have to remind him of that fact. See if maybe he can call the supplier again because they just didn't have any in stock at the moment, was the verbiage used. So, if so, know that your girl will include them in a sale because though we might curse the itty bitties while we're making something, we all love a little itty bitty. But yeah. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna clip, or I'm gonna measure this. The other side is flipped off. Where is my bracelet mander? Oh, right there. Okay. Let's see. We are actually a little over where I typically like to be. We are at 7 inches as it stands right now. Oh, so now we have a conundrum. Now I got to figure out what we're going to do because we're either going to have to start with the aquamarine or it's just going to be a larger size thing, but I don't want that. So let's take off the little ball because obviously the crimp on either side will be the ball. So we took those off. Let's clip it and measure it again. This is why the berry slip mandrels are so handy and get so much use here. Yeah, once I put the clasp on, I don't know, I'm completely out of frame. Hold on. Sorry about that, especially for those of you who don't have one. I'm right at 6 1/4 and I have not crimped. I've not added a clasp. I've not added any of that. And I would prefer to be between 6 3/4 and 7 inches exactly. So this length is perfect. I just need to find my, I could use, I know I have 0 for really pretty silver toggles. I'm just afraid that they're in a spot I can't get to because we did not move the apparatus that my charm that holds all of my charms, and right now my tool caddy, those are pinch bits. I can always make one too. I found my sterling silver one. So if need be, I can always make one. Not a big deal. Or if I don't find one that I like. I think they're all. Oh, okay. Completely off the subject, real quick. Is this what I should use when I make the necklace with the chocolate pearls? Should that be the pendant? What do you guys think? It's very, very pretty. Just saying. It's very pretty. Oh, yeah. That might just have to be the focal. That's gonna probably be the focal. So leave that out real quick. Like, are these my hooks I couldn't find yesterday? Yes. I'm just going to use my little hooks. The ends are my silver box. See, this is why I need to be good about putting stuff away. Because yesterday I wanted to use these and I didn't put it away, so I had one part finished. Oh, I don't know why I just put that away. Okay. We are going to grab ourselves a crimp. And I do hard crimp this, the figure 8 onto the bracelet because it looks weird with jump rings. That's all I can say about it. All right, gonna put that right there and we're gonna squish. Make sure it's centered, squish. There we go. And then we're just gonna squish this and then we will attach the hook, which will technically be hard crimp too, but you can actually swing the hook part open. So I'm not gonna have it on while I'm trying to do that because sometimes that gets in my way. Oh, Heather, you see what I did? I'm used to moving the stuff down, so I crimped down here thinking I was gonna like put it all. Yeah, I just did that on the internet too. Don't know why I just did that, but I did. Come on. There we go. Okay. I'd rather laugh at myself than like get down on myself when I do stuff like this. It's perfectly fine. We've all done it a time or two, or 3 or 4, or 10 if you're Heather. So it's better just to laugh about it. I mean, the alternative is just silly. Getting all peeved at myself over doing this is like not worth it. So, okay. Now we're going to move the crimp down to the beads. And I'm actually going to try to go through these two daisy spacers or not, because my hands won't work and do what I want them to. There we go. Okay, not too tight. It needs room to move, and you need room to go around it. Center and squish. No daisy spacer. Do not flip up like that, please. There we go. We're going to open up our little end here. And when I say this is very strong, it's very strong. I love these little beetle on hooks. The other end of the clasp gives you an extra 1/4 of an inch or so with the built-in, so it's like a built-in extender. And if you need the tighter one, when you hook it through, it lays flat. So it doesn't bunch up at all. Now let's make sure I made this the right size. Right at 7, 7 and 7 1/4. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, it's good. It probably will end up being a little shorter because I'm going to have to restrand this one part because I just saw something. Yep. And then that will make it right at 7 when I restring it after the video, not right now. Okay. I have to be mindful of Rosanna's other members only live today. By the way, guys, I am monetized. So if you guys wanted to be a member to help support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And I look forward. I'm probably going to work on this, guys, while I'm watching Rosanna, because I think that's going to be gorgeous, and I think it's going to be a beautiful set. And I want to make sure that I have enough of the diamonds to do that, but also make a pair of earrings as well. So I might have enough left over for one more bracelet. If I do, you will see that when I post the video of everybody. So, hi, Carolyn, sweetie. Yes, please hit the like button, the thumbs up, guys. If you wouldn't mind sharing the video so other like-minded friends of yours might come and watch and subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and change your notification bells to all so that you never miss the launch of a new live stream or video. So, thanks for joining me, you guys. I reckon I'm going to see a bunch of you over on Rosanna's member only live. I'll probably be doing an extra design for members only that will only be on members only. Although I might ask, like, if you guys would want it to always be members only, or maybe it's just members only for like the first 3 days and then it goes out to the public. I don't know. I'd love the feedback. I'll probably put up a little questionnaire if you are not already a member of the Beading Besties Facebook group, please go and take a look at it, join up. It's a great group, very positive, self-moderated for most part. Make sure that you answer all of the membership questions, because if you don't, we can't approve your membership request. So I think that's everything. Love you guys. And as always, sorry, I'm trying to get my hand in place. As always, happy beading.